Oh, Freya is aging up. She was just a tad younger than Milo. He saw his granny's na. He saw her on that squat toilet, baby. He ran up out of there quick. Will you be my girlfriend? And she's like, absolutely. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Justamomthatsims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another Herd Family Legacy Adventure. This is the Sims 4 Generation story. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the free things. We are starting the episode out with Milo Huata Herd. He is boxing, but really is more than that. As you know, Milo is a fitness buff. Sometimes he mentors others at the gym to make extra money, but he is here to burn off some frustration and to think, because he has been seeing two women after having disastrous date after disastrous date. These two women are both special and beautiful and smart and all the things, but they have some differences in their personality. I'm talking about Giovanna and Sasha. Sasha has more of a serious side, where Giovanna is more carefree. That is just the tip of the iceberg, but at the end of the day, these are both good women. Let's hop outside of storytelling. I had you all vote and you answered. And so Milo has decided that he is going to break things off with Sasha and pursue a serious relationship with Giovanna. When I say break things off, neither one of the women are in a relationship with him like as a couple, but they definitely have relationships where they feel satisfaction, they feel happiness, they feel attraction. And he has not woohoo with either woman because he really didn't want to take it there, though he and Giovanna got really close on their pool date that you saw last episode. But he's trying to be a better man, trying to make better decisions, and guys, that comes with maturity. And Milo made a lot of mistakes as a child. Stay tuned and buckle up for a mini recap of Milo's younger mistakes in 3, 2, 1. So when Milo was a teenager, he met Freya, who lived in North Haven, and he lost his mind. She was beautiful, friendly, and outgoing, and he was in love. And so he started to sneak around, and they were woohooing and messing around. His parents figured out something was going on. They tried to talk to him. They tried to put a little space between the teens to get them to calm those hormones down, but Milo rebelled. He started talking back to his father, being snippy with his mother. He snuck out while they were on vacation, and they thought he was lost, guys. They sent out the North Haven PD to look for him. Freya ended up getting pregnant while they were teenagers, and Milo used the inheritance that his grandmother left him to buy a crappy apartment in the city. But Freya was kind of high maintenance and carefree. She didn't believe in working, and she definitely didn't want to live with rats and roaches and mice. I don't blame her for that part at all. But Milo ended up being with Freya for a while longer, sending Manny, their son, to live with his parents. He thought that they were working as a couple to get Manny back and to move to a better, safe place for Manny. But Freya revealed that she didn't want kids. And so Milo made a decision, and in order to be able to be near Manny, he moved back in with his parents. He changed careers. He's a successful secret agent at this point, which is level 7 of this track. He's become a workaholic, a great father, and a great son. Now, the downside is Milo has become a workaholic. Anyway, we've got some plans. It is late at night, and you can see he is really working that frustration out. I mean, he is serious about it, right? But he needs to be ready because he does have to go to work. Tomorrow is one of the 3 days a week that he works now. We definitely want to get the proper rest, and we can hopefully get promoted. He's got to build some job performance. We're going to call it, and Milo's going to go home. But before we do, let's talk. Well, Milo, we're going to call it and take him home so he can get showered and eat so that he can be ready for work in the afternoon tomorrow. And when we get to the house, we'll talk about our goals for the episode. We are back, and we see Milo here, who is chatting online, and one who really needs to go to the restroom. It is Winterfest. Manny is up on his new chess table in his newly remodeled bedroom. Yeah, he's got a teenager's room now. We still got a toy chest because the twins come over sometimes. That is their other son, Sean, his twin boys. Let's talk about our goals for the episode. We're going to be focused on Milo, who is crazy ripped at this point. He is got plans. First, he has to meet up with Sasha because he feels like he needs to break the romantic side of their relationship off, possibly the friendship, because I don't know if this is like a throwback to that old RL and Deborah Cox song that we can be friends. I'm still in love with you. It might be. If it is, we can't be friends. But we got to let her know and be honest. Then he has a plan to take Giovanna to this very special place that he found in Tartosa. He's going to propose that she be his girlfriend. Yeah, he's not proposing, y'all, because they are not there yet, even though she did ask to move in before. But it is Winterfest, and I'm going to tell you now, Milo is definitely going into work for part of the day because he wants to get his job performance up. And then he's got 2 whole days before he goes back to work. And so it's really kind of hard to get promoted at this stage of his career. And it's only because he is off far more days than he works. That would be a great thing in real life, but just to get him promoted, not so much. His time is more his own, but Milo is having to adjust. We got the whole family in the kitchen, and I just had to get a quick picture of them. Milo is like, Manny, what are you talking about? Manny's always saying something. He's always joking with his grandparents, especially his grandpa Juan, about age and things like that. And Milo's like, stop that. And she's like, oh, my hip hurts, ironically. But yeah, that's our whole goal for the episode. There's no other goal. So you're going to see Milo with Sasha and Milo with Giovanna. Now, I said in that order, but honestly, because it is Winterfest, if he gets back from work in time, he will probably invite Giovanna over for Winterfest. He really wants her to meet his parents. He does know that's probably out of order some. He just can't help it. He's in love. So we'll see how his workday goes, and that will determine if he invites her over. If not, there'll be the next family outing for sure. Manny is feeling very energized with high confidence. I just want to show y'all, Manny is the perfect, look at him. He is the perfect mix between Milo and Freya. Definitely taking a little more of Freya's looks, like the shape of his face and everything. He definitely has his dad and hers freckles. They have been on every sim. I've not had to make it happen. It's so cool. I love the Sims genetics and the Sims DNAs. I'm let him clean it up, then I'm gonna have him claim this little rock thing. Mila is getting tired. I gotta have Mila make copies of these books. I'm gonna have her get out the treadmill. We publish her books, but we make copies of all of them first. I've been putting them in this chest to pass down to Milo and Manny. Mila very much lives for her future, very much lives for what she wants her kids to have. I found out that somebody put some tofu dogs in the keepsake box, so I'm gonna have Mila to get them out immediately. Manny, be useful, child, and clean this up too. Anything you've got spoiled in here. We have another best-selling romance, Love Me Once, Twice, Forever. Excellent quality romance, Where Love Began, San Salvadorada. And that is based on loosely on her and Juan's love story. And I say loosely because it was more like they met and got some vacation woohoo on, and later she was pregnant. Mila is back in celebrity status. She often falls in and out of it. Something is broken, y'all. I can hear it. Maybe I can have him fix it and have Juan mentor him in handiness. That's usually something that's really good for him to do. Well, never mind. It mysteriously got fixed. Manny is on the treadmill. He is on the treadmill. We have been skill building with Manny. Y'all, I am so excited to be back playing the herds in real time. It's been a while. I had the other episodes ready while I was gone, and I posted the poll, and I had to wait for once to record until I saw what you all said. This is like my favorite family, and it's really hard to be away from them for so long. Strange, but true. Very soon, Milo will probably take Manny back to his cousin's apartment, the cousin that does the handiness skills. We are skill building with him. It would be really cool to help him gain that skill. I'm gonna have Manny get a little rest. Milo, I'm loving his traits panel, is catching up with his mom's rapidly. Not quite, look. By my calculation, she has 34 traits, and then she has 4 fears. So there's 38 things on her thing. She's got a fear of fire, rightly earned. I mean, she earned that fear of fire. She's got a fear of being cheated on. That was kind of earned. Now, Juan has never, ever cheated. Let me be clear. But there's been times where he's just felt like he wasn't attracted to Milo. She's got a fear of being alone and a fear of unfulfilled dreams. And funny enough, Juan is over here talking right now. He's like, are we doing something special for Winterfest? Milo has been romantically reserved her entire life, and she's never shaken it. And if she has, it has never been for long. And at this point, Juan is starting to have a fear of death, and he's got a fear of being cheated on now. It's funny, to be romantically reserved, Milo has always had options, and she's still very lovely in her old age. I think he would ask her to cuddle. Oh, look at them being in love. Wow. He's like, hey, let's go cuddle. Let's cuddle up. Her breast actually is up quite a bit. Not her bladder, but her wrist. They're just gonna cuddle up. They are cuddling and talking in bed. The outside stuff, this is what I like about Love Struck, but really, it's not this. It's the other stuff. It's the feelings that my Sims have. I really love it. They are cuddling and just really enjoying themselves. Whenever they finish cuddling, Milo can't go to the restroom. Manny is saying he's late for school. We'll leave our decorations up until New Year's Eve. Freya is here, and she's here for Milo because she would know that Manny's in school. Y'all, this was unexpected, but I think we're gonna come over and we're gonna ask her what's going on, like how is she and what she's doing here. So Milo sees her and he's like, oh my gosh. Maybe it was that day they ran into each other in the gym, and definitely she was flirting and he was probably flirting back. If he wasn't, he was definitely giving her the Google eyes. Now, one thing is, Milo does not feel like any bitterness towards Freya at all. It is past time. We got a second chair out here. She's like, oh, I was just wondering what you've been doing, how you've been. Milo has been a pretty straight shooter with Freya. He is very friendly with her still, but you see the romance bar is completely empty, and now he's feeling fulfilled, so he doesn't so easily fall for the beautiful thing. He's even looking at her thinking how beautiful she is, but how she hasn't changed. Even her looks haven't changed. Milo has. Oh, Freya is, she was just a tad younger than Milo. He's like, girl, you can't be in the house. She is on the mat doing yoga. She's still technically in the fitness group, so he's gonna say, maybe you should lead the group at this point. She's like, well, I don't know. He's gonna say, maybe we need to put that distance so we don't run into each other in the gym and things, Freya, because I've met someone and I just don't want to fall back into old habits, and you know how I feel about your relationship with Manny. And she's like, oh yeah, I understand. And so Milo has a question for Freya. But we're here and we are being honest, and he knows he has to get to work. One is out here being nosy, and Milo's like, oh no, he's falling back for her. He's like, was it worth killing, the relationship you had with Manny to be free, to continue to just be young and carefree? She's telling him, I don't know if I missed the relationship because I never had it. Milo is like, well, it's probably best that you did leave. Like I said, he's not bitter. See, she's getting frustrated with him now. He's like, it could have been more harmful to Manny for her to be in and out and be a flighty parent. He had to at some point recognize that he could at least respect her for just leaving versus just harming Manny further, if that makes sense. Some people can be more harmful if they're involved than not. He thinks that if Freya was in and out, coming and going, that it would have been a problem. But boy, they would have been a cute couple. But Milo was like, she's still pretty self-involved, I can see it in her. And he does not regret his decision. Milo is going to get ready to go to work. The parents are just talking to Freya, just trying to see what she's up to. She's like, Freya, you need to leave. Call first if you want to talk to Manny. And she's like, well, we'll see. And so Milo's like, well, look, he'll be home at any point in time, and I don't want him to see you here because I don't want you to hurt him, because that's my baby. She's going to respect that. She's going to leave. She doesn't want to cause those kinds of problems. Freya is heading out. We kind of wish she would go out the back door because we don't want Manny to roll up on the bus and see her. She's going to eat a hot dog. They really got to eat leftovers because the power is out on one of those nap plans. We just got to repeal that. Milo's aunt died, which was her youngest aunt, and that was her best friend. They're both feeling insecure about their things in their relationship. Y'all, Manny is home too. She thinks that maybe she has a solution, and that is to become best friends. She's got an empty slot now. Let's see if Manny can get some leftovers that's not spoiled. We don't have power. Milo needs a new challenge at work. How does he ask his boss? We're going to present suggestions because Milo always really knows what he wants to do. He's already working hard. They are best friends. Eternal loves, I think. I want to look at what they are. I think we need to try to smooth with the boss. Let's take risks and boost our job performance faster. I immediately see a difference. I wanted to look and see how they feel about each other. How Milo feels about one. She thinks they are soulmates. They have a wholesome dynamic. They are now best friends. They have a close family dynamic. She is very attracted to him, very satisfied in the relationship. He is attracted to her and fine in the relationship. For one, that is good. She adores him. She's in love with her best friend. Being in love with your best friend is truly an unmatched joy that only a lucky few will experience. Closer from happy memories. And I just want to switch to him and see if there's any other detail. This is something that I never knew about one, guys. This was the first time he ever kissed in his first ever woohoo partner. This explains a lot about their relationship over the years, because those young loves can be great, but even when you make it, because a lot of times young romances, sometimes it's normal to have at least the thought cross your mind, like, gosh, did I miss anything? Did I miss any kind of thing in romance or woohoo or experiences? And I think that's why one has constantly had these kinds of issues where he's kind of like, I'm less attracted, I don't know what I want to do, that kind of thing. Baby, Milo is jamming out. Do you hear me? We're gonna have Manny do his homework. Milo, she is definitely helping him with his homework. Want to help you out with this. He's going to work. One is still a lifeguard. He thought about retiring, but it's part-time work. It's always been part-time. He's wanting to keep that up. Oh, he saw his granny's na. He saw her on that squat toilet, baby. He ran up out of there quick. That was worse than that time he walked in on his dad, because it took him a little longer to get out, honey. But not that time. He's like, whoops. Everybody's going to go to sleep, and Juan is at work. So when we come back, we'll be with Milo, and he will be meeting with Sasha. So we'll be right back. We are back with Milo and Sasha. He's contemplating his life. But we are at Memsey's Cafe. This is a Max's build. I have placed it in Willow Creek. I thought I was on the midlife crisis. This is aspiration. Did his midlife crisis go away? Oh, I think once we completed that last thing he had to do, because that's what it does. If you complete the things, it finishes quicker. This did not work out well. Sasha has gone to work. Let's see if Giovanna is free. We're going to ask Giovanna on a date, because Sasha, she came and met us and said she was on her way to work. So we will have to talk to her after we talk to Giovanna. We'll be right back. We are back with Milo and Giovanna. She is already giggling and happy because she's like, oh my gosh, what is this place? And he's like, oh, I found it. It's just a little place where you can hang out. She's like, there are swans here. I'm so glad I came out to meet you. He's like, yeah, I'll do anything for you. I'm realizing that. I know you're kind of mystical. I thought you might like it here. And she's blowing kisses at him. It's sand up here, which fits with Tartosa, but Milo is picking her up, kissing her, and let me tell you, she likes how strong he is. And I'm not saying that every man's got to be able to pick you up, but when he can, woo, if you know, you know. So he's asking her, can they take a picture together? And she's like, okay. And he's like, but let me get one of you first. Giovanna, never wanted to be shy, immediately starts posing. Milo says something to make her laugh. He's gonna get this picture together. He really wants to hold hands with her. And I think they're so cute. They're just taking some pictures. Of course, Milo being the flirt. He's feeling in love. Giovanna is going to grab Milo's hand and whisper to him, what's this about, Milo? And to there, he's just gonna grab her up. They got serious things they can talk about, but he doesn't want to make this outing all about that. Definitely, they've got some things, but he's just wanting her to feel and not think, because that's what he's deciding to do. Baby, those hands are wondering. Once they finish kissing, they're gonna go sit down because he really wants to bring up being official with her. Baby, look at Giovanna walk, girl, walk. Milo's taking a deep breath. He's gonna start by telling her the story that was the explosion of the disaster of his dating life. He's also taking this time to tell her about his past. He's like, you know, I made huge mistakes and I think I'm a better man. And she's like, absolutely. She's blowing kisses at him because she sees what he is now. He is talking to her about his expectations in a relationship. They're kissing again. She wants to ask him how he feels about her because she's curious and she just thinks he's out with this romantic date. He's talking about how he's going to cook, but he really wants to know what she is thinking about him at this point in time. He told her, I think you're very sexy, very attractive, and I really like your personality. I've gotten to know you. She's like, even like that, I'm a bro? And he's like, I especially like that you're a bro. But what are you thinking about me? She's still talking about she guess he's all right, but I think she's kind of joking with it. He thinks that they're aligned on their life goals. And so he's like, will you be my girlfriend? And she's like, absolutely. Milo is feeling particularly loyal and committed to his relationships these days. Trust is important to him. Embrace the change. Absolutely. We're gonna embrace that. Baby, Giovanna is like, Milo, this place is very, very nice, but can we go somewhere else? He's like, oh my gosh, my parents are at home. She knows that he stays with his parents and she's talking about, you know, do you have a back door? What do you have? And he's like, you know what? It's probably not the best place ever, but oh, snatched. He's like, I definitely could take you somewhere, but I was gonna cook for you and everything out here. I'm going to have Giovanna go to the restroom over here. He's gonna order a couple of romantic things to have it waiting for when they get to the place. Milo has brought Giovanna to this lounge, and the reason why they were looking for a quiet place to woohoo, and no, not the closet, but the CD motel across the street here, guys. He's going to go ahead and get some drinks so that they can share some drinks. He's like, we can drink this whole bottle. She picked it up on her own. She's like, you do not have to tell me twice. They are just down in it, honey. Milo's other glass of wine ended up across the room somehow. So yeah, I'm just gonna have him grab it. He's being honest. He's like, yeah, I'm just trying to get you liquored up and fed something, and we can go over to the motel. And she's like, I'll go to the city motel with you at any time, Milo. Good, we're gonna get over there too. And she's like, she thinks he is so fine. Giovanna's digestion is off from being imbalanced. Wow, she might need to take care of her bladder needs more often. That's interesting. They're very, very flirty. And even though Milo's very happy, he's also thinking about Sasha because he feels kind of guilty that he hasn't told her already. Giovanna's not crazy. She's like, so I'm reading you, Milo, reading your aura. Are you talking to anyone else? And he's like, I was kind of am, but I plan to tell her that we aren't going to be romantic anymore. I actually tried to do it already, but she's been busy at work. And he's like, okay, just know I'm not going to play games. I'm friendly, but not like that. I don't share my man. Milo is like, okay, I completely understand that because I do not plan on sharing you either. He's like, before I rush you out to this motel across the street, we need to probably take care of any needs here. Oh gosh, she's possessed. Milo is using a restroom, but Giovanna's kind of hungry, so this is the perfect time to share those strawberries. He's just got some chocolate covered strawberries. It is storming bad in Ciudad Enamorada. I could see the people running by the front door of the bar. Giovanna is thinking that even for Milo to be like, let me take you to the city motel, he's really making the most out of it. He's really doing it up. They're going to head, oh my gosh, I think Sim got struck by lightning. They are going to head over, and this is so crazy because their first woohoo is going to be at the city motel, but there's just no helping it at this point. They could go to her place, but they're not. I like the slow down woohoo music. Milo's going to give Giovanna an embrace, and they're going to then get out of the rain. He's telling her, I'm going to see you next time, and she's like, yeah, I expect to see you at my place. We're going to have some great woohoo. He's loving having a new experience under the sheets with the new sim. She's feeling the same way, so they're going to go home now. Milo actually is going to go straight to Sasha to tell her that he can't be with her like that anymore. We'll be right back. Milo has gone and taken a quick shower and changed clothes. He doesn't want to be tacky going over here smelling like Giovanna because he's not here to hurt Sasha. He is here to do the adult thing and do the right thing. He is coming over in Evergreen Harbor to knock on her door, and she is so happy to see him. He's gonna get straight to it. He doesn't want to prolong it. He will ask about her day first because he needs to be correct and speak. He's gonna come and he's going to sit right by her. Sasha, how are you doing? She's like, I'm good, but what are you doing here, Milo? You came once to bring me home. He's like, yeah, I was a gentleman, right? I hope I'm not out of line. She's like, I don't really mind it. He knows enough not to bring up another woman. He actually needs another shower. He did like a quick wash off. She's looking at her phone and he's like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, they were texting me from work. He's like, well, I just need a little minute of your time. I came by to talk to you because I know we've kind of had this special connection. Baby, look at that thing on Sasha. She's sketching. She's like, I'll just work a little bit while we talk. He's gonna cut to the chase because he can tell that she really doesn't have time to talk to him. He's like, could we just be friends? I know we've got this romance building and I feel sparks. She's like, I guess, I guess. I'm so sorry if I hurt your feelings or anything. And she's like, well, a little, because I like you a lot and I was hopeful. And he's like, I think you're amazing. And she's like, maybe I wasn't ready. She's like, maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe I'm still not ready since I lost my husband. They agreed that this is for the best. Milo is going to head on home because he doesn't want to prolong this and he's going to be loyal to Giovanna. So we'll be right back. We're back and Manny is outside. So Milo doesn't know if he was breaking curfew, like was he just getting home or was he just outside waiting for him? But he's definitely just going to address it and bring it up and tell him, Manny, do not break curfew. Make sure that you follow the rules. And he's like, yeah, Dad, I wasn't breaking curfew. Manny's been an honest kid, so he's probably not. The last thing we are going to do this episode is we are going to put Manny in a club so he can meet other teenagers. We have a teen club. You get the 100 points. I'm going to immediately make it popular. So Milo will meet more teen friends, and that'll be great. One is over here cooking away. Milo is feeling amazing and in the tub. Milo is on her computer as always. She is going to come over and be friendly to her man because that's exactly what she wants to do. He does feel like expressing devotion to her and talking about their relationship. This is where we're going to leave the episode. Next time, Milo is going to introduce Giovanna to the family. He's done what he needs to do. He's picked someone. They had a nice outing. He is planning to take her on one overnight trip or something very romantic because he just wants to take time away away from his family to get to know her, he does want to make that introduction to his parents and most importantly to Manny. So this is going to leave the episode. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of our Herd Family Legacy series. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.